After Barclays, Goldman Sachs also sours on AMD. We now expect the stock to remain range-bound until the market regains confidence in AMD future growth and margin trajectory. The initial trickle of cautiousness around AMD on Wall Street is increasingly turning into a near-consensus view, spurred by increased competition from ARM-based processors and a slower-than-expected growth trajectory for the company's data center GPUs. To wit, Goldman Sachs analyst Toshiya Hari has just penned a fresh note on AMD, adopting a markedly cautious tone in relation to the stock's near-term prospects. While Goldman Sachs remains constructive on AMD's ability to take share from Intel and x86-based compute across PCs and traditional servers, it is increasingly concerned that the ongoing aggressive ARM-based custom CPUs would reduce the company's stock multiple, weigh on AMD's revenue growth relative to peers, and exert upward pressure on AMD's operating expenses. Elsewhere, Hari notes with concern AMD's relative underperformance, one that has seen the stock notch gains of just around 50% since the 4th of November 2020, when the stock was added to Goldman Sachs buy list, while the S&P 500 has recorded gains of 72% over the same timeframe. According to the analyst, this underperformance stems from weakness in PC and traditional end demand, as well as slower than expected growth in data center GPUs. Hari goes on to note, "We now expect the stock to remain range-bound until the market regains confidence in AMD's future growth and margin trajectory." As a result, Goldman Sachs has downgraded AMD to a neutral rating and lowered its price target for the stock from $175 to $129, implying minimal upside potential relative to AMD's current stock price. Of course, Goldman Sachs' downgrade of the chipmaker comes within days of a similar action by HSBC. As we noted earlier this week, the iconic British bank has slashed its target for AMD's share price by 45% to $110 from an earlier target of $200. HSBC believes AMD's iGPU roadmap is less competitive than previously anticipated, limiting its penetration into the iGPU market. Wolfe Research noted in December 2024 that AMD won't be in a position to guide I for CY25, which will in itself drive concerns. Additionally, Bank of America also recently flagged the rise of ARM-based vendors as a key concern for AMD's CPU market share, especially as the penetration of ARM-based server CPUs reached 7% in Q3 versus Intel 5% in 2023 and 1% in 2022.